Stream started. Oh, hello, hello.
Hello. Hello, hello.
Hello world.
Hello, hello.
Welcome Haris Pratama, please enjoy the stream.
Hello. Hello. I really like how this chat looks. I'll say. Hello. Hello. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome to the stream. Yeah. So, today I've been doing a few things. I've been working on the presentation that I mentioned. And just before stream, Ars contact me to fix some issues about some code that I passed him. So, quite, what to call it, entertaining. Yeah. Yes, well, I will figure out the issue with ours eventually. Right now, it's game dev time. So, it is a little rundown now about the current state of the project. So, you see, I have an enemy parent, right? And that enemy parent inherits the different functionality of the enemies to each enemy, right? But the issue here is that it's not very well generalized, and because I modified the pathfinding, now a lot of that code is like not really functional. Some of them have their own code and can function kinda well, but also it means they are not connected to the enemy parent. And even though that means they don't break when I modify the enemy parent, it also means they don't gain any new functionality whenever I update the game from the top. Yeah. So, today I need to figure out from the ones we have tested and everything else, which enemies are functional. If they are functional, I need to check why, right? Are they disconnected to the parent, or they just simply manage to go through without breaking, right? So that's the current issue. That's the thing we will be reviewing today. Yay. But yeah. I've been thinking, should I be doing like smaller projects? Just to like not get like fatigued from working on the same project? Green dot? You mean the one at the bottom right? Yes, that happened because I was trying to expand the screen. So I grabbed the bottom right corner. That's me trying to make the window bigger. Yeah. Actually, I don't think you guys have seen my setup, right? Update you guys regarding extra projects? Well, it's not really like an extra project. It's more like me doing a like cookie-sized game that it would be more like a concept demo. And I will like maybe make a whole video about how I made it or something, and then publish it. But it won't be like a live stream. It's just me fooling around, basically. Yes. That's the idea. Also, I just noticed my coffee cup is chipped. Who the fuck chipped my coffee cup? I might need to buy another coffee cup. Who the hell grabbed my coffee cup? Anyways, do you wanna see my little setup? Would that be too weird? Just because I wanna show you. Let me see. So let me just switch in here. I can just use the window one. Hold on. Oh, wow, that's not what I wanted. This is the one I wanted. But not like that. Hold on. Hold on, let me hide that. How do I do this without making it look extremely weird? Hold on. Now I'm like realizing the conundrum and trying to break off. Huh. Wait. How do I do this? Okay, no. Hold on, I think I know. Let me just set it like smaller. Okay, this is my setup. You can see there is a tiny screen to the on the left. This tiny screen is where I can draw whatever I want. The one on the left, right? I have my chat on the left, right below everything. So sometimes when I try to draw, I hide the chat by pulling this down, right? And you see me sometimes misclick and put that out on the bottom right. Usually when I'm not drawing, I have it like this, where it's just a tiny thing over there. And you can see all the different volumes are separate. I have my master one, that is the computer one. The mic, the mix it up that I need to refresh. The music and different sounds. Each room over here has their own sound setup that is not shared between any of the others. Yeah. This is the alerting right here. And this is right here, the alerting also. This is the visual right here. And this is the sound. Huge fun. Yeah. Ouch. There you have it. Well, that's my setup, so you can actually see it. Yeah, and I'm not using like the whole thing. You can see there is like this over here that it's like a transition between scenes. I barely use this because I notice I cannot actually trigger the mirror transition cleanly. So I don't use this because it doesn't work with the mirror transition. So I don't really use this. Yeah. Okay, let's stop there. So yeah, there you have it. Just to show you the way I draw stuff on the screen. Shall we start with the development then? I have a feeling that this will take forever. I get to go jury-duty on a very last-minute summons tomorrow morning. Wow.
Stream started. Hello, hello, hello
Good luck.
world.
Good luck. Me. Okay. Let us begin. I really need to fix this damn script. There we go. You were playing Silksong earlier? Nice. I feel like I'm getting left behind. But every time I also feel like I'm doing kinda good. A good, what to call it? Good progress? Why are you complaining about my variable? The game is like complaining about the variable? I declared it like here. Yeah, so it exists after the 2. Are you complaining because I... Huh? Because I made it inside the 2? Is that what you're complaining? There. Happy? Apparently so. Please ignore the massive amount of errors this project has. You're very eager to watch me play through the horrors you have? I'm looking forward actually to see how it will be. If you ever have a jury duty and you want to shout out guilty before the court even started, that would be funny.
If I ever have a jury duty, I want to shout guilty before the court even started.
I know what these are. I was like checking the errors right here, and then I saw that is coming from the day-night cycle. And then like, oh, right. They probably modified the way the shaders work on the new version of GameMaker. So everything I did for the night cycle might have to be reworked. Yeah. Just look at the sheer amount of errors the night cycle is throwing. Just look at that. The game is not crashing because currently the night cycle is disabled. Ain't that lovely? Okay, so let's do a little review. We have a bunch of enemies that might or might not be completely broken from the modifications we did to the pathfinding. Right? Currently we have this little maze to check the pathfinding and to see if the enemy actually works.
I am here everyone and Mew D.
Hello! Welcome, welcome. Hello! Hello! I'm doing fine. Okay, so we checked the crab last time. We skipped the kraken because that's a boss, a sub-boss. This is just from the kraken also. We checked the octo, that was working fairly fine. Now is the seagull turn. Let's see how it behaves. Oh, we did check, right? And it was kinda broken, if I remember correctly. Yeah, because it doesn't have like all the animations. Yeah. Let's check the enemy exactly. Let's see what's happening. We have a state where I'm triggering an attack. And here we have the movement. On the create, we have a specific interrupt list. Change on attack animation end. This means we don't get out of the attack animation. Here we're calculating to attack, but we are not using grid anymore, so this shouldn't be triggering like this. Point out animation end, we go into attack. Right here. Okay. So let's see. First, we're missing some animations, right? So let's see. We go over here. Actually, we are using enemy parent, so that's fine. Let's go to enemies, dungeon 1, Seagull. So we're missing the wandering and alert ones. So let me make those groups. Okay. So the alert, I think the idol should be more than enough. So we'll just duplicate this. And let's modify this. What was the name of the state over here? Alt, okay. So we go Alt. And we change each of these. And that's done. Now for the wandering, I believe the basic movement should be more than enough. So we will take this, duplicate that. And let's change this to the, what was the wandering one? Where is it? Wandering. WTG. Okay. WTG. That should prevent the seagull from going invisible. Right? The other thing is that we need to set the size of the collision mask. And as it was recommended to me before, we can just simply grab one and set it as default. Yeah. Okay, that should make it so it doesn't disappear. Let's see. There we go. It's not disappearing. It's not really doing anything. Oh, well, it does attack, apparently. It got stuck. That's not a good thing. Yeah, I just get stuck, huh? What if I destroy the barrier first? Okay, that way it doesn't get stuck. But it goes like back to not being aggressive after the attack, which is not something I want. Hold on, actually. Do we have a... Yeah, I have the debug set. We should not be there. Okay. Now we can see the pathfinding. Oh, it's getting stuck right there. Huh. That's weird. It shouldn't be stuck there. Huh. That's so weird. Why is that getting stuck there? What is the collision mass of this thing? It's a circle. And it's a circle of what? $17 to... $17. Huh. Should I make it more even? That should be a bit more even, but it's not like... Is the birth center or is the collision of center? The bird is centered. So the collision is a bit off. Huh. That looks more like it. That would make it what? Let me check. 17. That's a bit too big. 17 wide and 17 tall. So maybe I should like shrink it actually. So let's make this 23, 23. And I will set this to 88. So it's slightly smaller, but it will facilitate the pathfinding. In theory. Let's see, can you do pathfinding? There we go, that's way better. It was just the collision box was too big. Yeah. Oh, it got stuck again. Oh, it got stuck again. Why is it getting stuck there? That's weird. Huh. Maybe the space is... Wait. Did it get stuck after it attacked? Hold on. Let me try that again. Let's see, if I don't let it attack me, I just trigger it to come over here, right? And then I force it to go along the edges. That seems to be working. Okay. Okay. No, it gets stuck right there. Huh. Why are you getting stuck there? Let's see, the biggest... Even if the wings open, the thing is not bigger. It shouldn't be getting stuck. Nice, you are done with your little program. Nice. That is good to hear. So why are you getting stuck? This is the attack. Am I modifying anything weird here? Oh wait, this is modifying it right there. Whenever we're going to attack. So that could be an issue. But that only happens when we're going to attack, right? Not yet. I'm trying to figure it out. Come on. Okay, so it's not an issue yet. Not an issue yet. It goes just fine right there. on the way down. Ah, it got stuck. Hello. There, it got stuck right there. So it's getting stuck specifically when it is like going from up down and the edge is on the left. Huh. Let's see, I trigger it and I come over here. Oh, I got stuck. Come here. There we go. So when it's going from up down to the left is when it's like having issues. But only when it's a corner. It doesn't happen when it's oh wow, that's a crazy pathfinding right there. Yeah, it got stuck right there. Hmm. Can you highlight the hitbox of the seagull? I can. Yeah. It will be a bit of coding, but yes. So going up is fine. So if I make you come over here, going that way is fine. That is fine also. Yeah, it's only when it's like coming down around the corner is when it's like it has the issues. So if I go over here, he couldn't find a path. And somehow there it kinda gets stuck also. The pathfinding goes a bit higher. How does the pathfinding check refresh? It doesn't. It's a single execution. If it doesn't find a pathfind, it just goes back to wandering. Basically. Hold on. Give me a moment. My cat wants to leave the room. I will be right back. Give me a moment. One moment. Hello, I'm back. What's the cat's name? Is Chiquita. My cat? Well, this particular cat name is Chiquita. Yes. Which, like a literal, like, translation would be kinda weird to English. It would be like Missy, maybe? Would be the closest translation from Chiquita to English. Missy. Yeah, I have 5 cats. Indeed. Okay. Let's see. Should I type it? Because you will probably want to, like, catch it immediately. The cat's name. That's the cat's name. Chiquita. Okay, so this is not the problem right here. So what is the problem? Oh, we said I wanted to actually show the outline of the enemy. The beast who brings forth destruction and chaos if not granted freedom upon his awakening? Yes, indeed. That is indeed correct. Okay, let's see. What I want is to show a circle with the size of the collision. So I will say draw, set alpha, and I will put it to 50%, and let me reset that so I'm not mistaken. And in between we will draw a circle. Draw a circle on XY with the size of the collider, and that would be B box left minus B box right, the absolute of the difference between these two divided over 2. That's the radius of the circle. And the outline, I will put it to false, since we don't really want an outline. And I will put it on, how about a green circle? So, draw, color. If I remember correctly, it was the British writing of the word, color. And we will put it to green. That should show just the collision box. There you go. That's the collision box. Huh. It got stuck there. At the very tip there. But it shouldn't be like hitting anything. The fuck? It just stopped. Huh. I forgot to change the color back to white. Colony, thanks for it to wander again. Forever, because it doesn't have a time limit. time limit for the pathfinding. Let's see. How do we fix this? When we are moving right here, we get the position with the start of the flow. So, I see. There is no like exception from a collision. Bar collision array equals to this. I never put the interruption collision. Okay. So if you hit something, what do we do? Do we recalculate path? Or do we go back to wandering? What do you think would be the most good thing to do? If we hit something, if we get stuck, if array length of a collision array is greater than 0, if we hit something, recalculate state equals state dot counting to recalculate, and then we return to break the cycle. Because it could be another entity. That's indeed correct. That's a good assessment, actually. It got stuck. Damn it. I need to figure out a solution for this, where it simply gets stuck. It seems to be working quite fine. Maybe we just needed the recalculate in case of getting stuck. Yeah. Let me go over here. I got stuck. Recalculate, come on. Oh wow. You really cannot figure it out, huh? Come over here. Come on. Come here. The pathfinding is really failing me, huh? Now it's not getting stuck at all. I think we can call this a success. It's just that the attack is not like quite right. Also, it kinda got stuck there. Yeah. Sure. Decided to record part of your gameplay of section today. Now you have an audio of Hornet screaming in pure agony for some reason. Well, if that's the case, I'm questioning what are you doing during your gameplay. It makes me think that you are like doing the thing that one guy did, where he tried to figure out every way to kill Lara Croft in Shadow of the Tomb Raider, and he got some incredibly gruesome death scenes. Yeah. Okay. So now we have this, right? That is what is like checking for changing to the attack. Right? But the conditions for this guy to attack are different from the conditions this particular enemy has to attack. You could post it, yes. Let's see. So I'm going to have to separate this. Check for attack condition. Function check for attack condition. Basically, it just decides whether or not to go into wind up, right? It's as simple as that. Right, and now that I modified that, I can do this. I can just grab this, go to my enemy, on the create, we will simply override it. And I will simply say, hey, this is my new attack condition, and my attack condition is that the distance in X or Y is less than 8. So we will ignore attack range. Basically like this. Right? And what will happen there is that anytime the bird is aligned with the player, it will try to attack. Right? So if I trigger it and it managed to come this way instead where getting stuck. You know, maybe I need to do an extra check. Hold on. So let's see. In the pathfinding, after we are done, Here on change color path, we go from parent to parent, from the end to the beginning, to make sure we can actually get to the start, right? Well, you see, if your PC is not strong enough to actually record at a good quality, streaming would probably be even heavier on your computer. So I don't know if you could actually do it. Yeah. Oh, like from a Discord PC? I see, I see. I thought you were trying to like stream to YouTube or something. I did check for a moment Shape of Dreams, but it looked very Diablo kind of gameplay, just faster. It looked like a Diablo game mixed with League of Legends. Yeah. Also, the Steam shop didn't have like good like trailers. It looked very generic MOBA. Also, the characters are not very appealing. Also, I cannot tell if the video is like being played at twice the speed or that's the speed of the gameplay. Because the trailers on Steam look like very fast paced, almost like bullet hellish. Yeah. I could try the demo, maybe. It does have a demo. Not today, however. This is the triangle for the pathfinder. Oh, the demo is different? Really? That's a very bad sign. Because that means they are not keeping the demo updated. Okay, so this is the thing that colors the path. You post the recording on your channel? I will not watch it because of spoilers, but it sounds interesting. Not gonna lie. Guess next direction. Okay, this will trigger only when we successfully complete. And I will make another that will be check path forward. And it's going to be simply going from the start, the end. Now we just place the start right there. So function check path forward. And we receive the start. What I'm going to do is get the tile. So until tile dot flow equals to direction dot none, and I will set the tile to be equals to getting the tile for the pathfinding. This right here. Get tile. Not here, here, and I will just start. Because start is a position, right? Yeah, okay. Start needs to be converted to grid? No, it doesn't. Okay. So we get the tile. Actually, let me put this to unidentified. And we will set tile here. Tile equals to this. So, when you create a collection can get transferred to your main game data, as well as just being able to keep track the characters you played, as most mastery levels based on how much you played. Okay, good luck. Good luck. Thank you for coming. Good luck. A character that really fits me? That sounds weird. My character is very unique. And let's see. So we get the tile. And I want to make sure I can go to the end of the thing. Let's see. How do I check that? I'm trying to figure it out. I could have an array. Bar visited. And I could just call it this. An empty array. You're back. That your reader was cancelled, but I'm thinking that was a scam email. Since the phone number of the email didn't match your courthouse? Yeah, that's very suspicious. Yes. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Anyways, I will check with the courthouse. Because if it's an actual scam and email, they might simply say, hey, you have a yuridori, right? And then they suddenly tell you, hey, it's cancelled. And then the next day they will call you again like, hey, you failed to show up to yuridori, so now you need to pay a fine. Right? That sounds like something they would do. So check with the courthouse. Yeah. A fencing night lady. I will need to see her skills to see if it actually fits me. But yeah, be careful with that. Yeah, no, they have to give you a proper, like, legit document saying that you are going to go to Yoridori. Because some people sometimes have Yoridori overlap with their actual jobs, and they need to have a document they can actually give their boss saying they cannot go to work because they have to go to the courthouses. Yeah. So you need to have like a legit document saying that you have to go. Yeah. I will ask the courthouse. Let's see. What was I thinking again? Oh yeah, I want to like add the metal to the visited, so I will need an index. Bar index equals to 0. And then I will say visited on index is going to be equals to how, and then we say index plus plus, and I need to make a new position actually. Position equals new vector 2 start dot x start dot y, just so I don't overwrite the start. And that's that, right? So now we need to go to the next cell that we are pointing at. So for that, I will grab the function that gets us the next from direction. Next position for direction. And I will put it right here. And the target direction would be the flow. But I need to check here if Charles law is not direction.none. Then we check this. We go to the next direction. We also need to check if the tile we visited already exists on the thingy. So I need to do a run through the visited. Overall very stressful weekend, really. I hope you get some rest then. Send an SS of Miss in general chat, but she must really quickly. No, I mean, I know what you mean of with SS. I'm confused at the Miss part. I'm supposing that general chat you're referring to my Discord. Oh, I see. Miss is the character. Traveler memory launch. They like really did they really change the names of the game mechanics? The constellation is just a skrill tree from what I can see. Just the aesthetic is that of the constellation. Nothing too interesting. Traveler's memory launch. Why do they call it a
Face
memory?
purple crying. I didn't know it was Project Day.
Huh. Hello! You didn't know it was Project Day? Yeah, it's just the name of skills, but I don't know why they like changed the name from skill to memory. Also, welcome. Yeah. By the way, just like so you are aware, Taylor, on the Discord, there is a channel called, well, not channel, in an option called channels and roles. There, you can select what do you want notifications for. There is one that is called game development. So whenever I go and do a stream that is specifically game development, I will ping everyone who selected that option. Just so you don't like miss out. Just so you're aware. Yeah. Kinda like Elden Ring calls mana focus points. Just call it mana. The detail about Elden Ring is that it's not really mana, because certain skills actually consume it, right? So you can kinda tolerate, say they are like focus points. Yeah. If they have like a thematic choice for why they are calling it memories, fine. But it has to make sense. Yeah. That's fine, don't worry about it. You can always check the bot. Yes. Today, I was trying to fix other enemies. When I ran out, I encountered a bug in the pathfinding, which is a nightmare. Basically, there are cases where the enemy doesn't quite like find. Oh, did it just loop? Whoops. Hold on. That was an infinite loop right there. Probably because I haven't finished this. Excuse me. So there is a bug where in certain cases the enemy will like find a path to you, but in a way that is very weird. For example, if I lure this guy over here, sometimes it will find a path that is like valid, but it's not. It somehow managed to find its way to me, but the pathfinding really didn't point things in the right direction. So even though it got to me, the path is not really valid. So that's an issue. Now I'm noticing it's not triggering like there. You see how it tried to go everywhere? Sometimes when that happens, it actually overrides the pathfinding that is like correct, which causes the enemy to get stuck in the pathfinding. So I was thinking of making a function that will check if the pathfinding is valid. So I was thinking to maybe modifying a little bit the way I do the pathfinding. I couldn't tell what you would call them memories exactly. Travel memories are just inherent to that character, and then you have memory you find in the game to put into the slots. Also, it's a roguelike. It's a very weirdly structured roguelike, I would say. Yeah. Hold on. I got an idea, actually. Instead of doing this, where I'm trying to check the path forward, how about I modify this a little bit, where we are finding the path. Let's see. Let me think a bit. So when we actually find that direction, we set the previous tile as the current tile and the parent right there. Is that roguelike? Now I'm confused. Because this looks like a MOBA. So it does say roguelite, not roguelike. Just a roguelite. PvE? It's weird that it has the tag PvE. Huh. Doing the pathfinding by yourself is actually pretty good. Yeah. The thing about me is that I like to redo the wheel a little bit too much when it comes to pathfinding. I like to make custom solutions, not generic ones. When resisting a tile, how apparent is this? Previous tile is tile. I was thinking on maybe adding a child to the tile, so I can make the checking of the path a bit more clean. Yeah, I also sometimes I just check, but I will always like give it a go myself. Yeah. So we win for this. I said the previous tile as the parent of this one. So I should do the same for the parent, right? Before I overwrite, I need to set the current tile as the child of this one. Okay, good night, Ricardo. Thank you for coming. Rest well, rest well. Good night. Bye bye. Buenas noches. Good night, good night. Yeah, I think I will do that, actually. So over here, we have a parent. I will set a child. And let me set it here as like that to set things correctly. So over here, when we get to a new tile, before I overwrite the previous tile, on the previous tile, I will say dot child will be this tile. Right? And I will make a function to save that tile, because that writing task is a little bit much. Function set tile. And I will just set the tile here. So here I just set to simplify stuff, right? And here I will save the parent in the previous tile before I modify it. Then we set it to the previous and we save the current tile, right? I modified this. I modified the parent. Set parent, set child. We save the parent. We set the previous as the current tile and save the tile. Yeah, okay. This one I can change right there. Right? Yeah. And here, when we change direction, I just set previous tile as tile. But I'm not updating the child. Post target direction. So here, okay, so we are revisiting the tile. Right? So we need to go in a different direction. We select according to priority. Right? So we set the flow of the direction, mark the direction, get the next position for the next direction of the tile. The previous tile becomes this tile. Then we save the tile. Because we went back, right? We're revisiting. This is so difficult. Because here I'm not like checking the parent at all. This pathfinding is so annoying. You know what? Let's just set it aside. Set this aside. This doesn't matter. Let's leave this for a different stream. I will just set this as a to-do. Okay, let's check the enemy again, just to check what is wrong with it. I believe the attack is not working correctly, right? Because I triggered the guy. It crashed. What? Excuse me? Why? Review style, what are you? We start as none. We stay as none. Okay, we're handling positions. You shouldn't be causing issues here. Why are you complaining? Okay, one more try. Hold on. Hold up. Hello, come on. It crashed. Okay. Yeah, apparently he's complaining that he cannot assign the variable here for some unknown reason. Or maybe because the parental has not been set, maybe. Huh. I never actually thought about that. Hold on. If review style is different to no one, then you assign that. Okay. It crashed. Unable to find distance of project index -4. I see. I see. Basically, over here on the set tile, I need to validate that this is tile is not actually if tile equals no one, then we just return. Come on. Come on. Oh, at least it's not crashing. There we go. It's crashing. It's not an infinite loop. If it was an infinite loop, you will see me struggling to close the window. Hello. Come on. Come here. Come on. Ah, look, that's one of those like invalid path findings because you can see how it sets to move like this, and this is pointing on the wrong direction, and you can see it's pointing completely to the wrong direction, and this part of the path is fine, right? But this whole thing is like completely broken. Yeah. Oh, raining. That's the issue with the pathfinding. That's the one bug I have. Yeah. But that's not what we trying to check. Come here. Okay. So I want the bird to try to check if it has a clear shot of my character, right? And try to attack. Whenever there is like a straight line towards me, I want it to try to attack. Right? Here it should be attacking. So that's an issue, right? So let's see. On a little verb, let's examine the way this goes, right? So over here, I will show an element. Here, we can see on the step that when we're alert, we do the exclamation mark, right? Right here, and then we go to hunting. Hunting, in particular, is just the calculation of the pathfinding towards the player. Then we go to moving if we found a path. So on moving, we set our position and calculate it from the grid, and we see where we have to go, right? This chooses the direction we move. We start moving that direction. If we hit something, we go back to calculating path. Then we need to check for the attack condition, right? Currently, we have this that is for the slime. That is basically a melee kind of attack, right? So, on our little verb, we have the same condition being overwritten, overwriting the function. So in theory, when it's time to attack, this should be checked. And then we will go into the wind up for the attack. Let's see. Actually, let me do this on the book. So, okay, come here, come on. Here it should be checking if we can attack while it's moving. Here it should be checking for the attack, but it doesn't, which is weird, right? So something's off here. Let's see. X pixels is very small. Do you think so? Because let me show you. These squares, the little grid here, each square is 8 pixels. Yeah. So I will say it's a very generous gap for the detection to happen. Yeah. Okay. The issue here is that it's not triggering. Why? I have to close that one. So here, we have the moving, right? So on the moving, it should be like going around. And I'm not really overwriting the moving over here, am I? We have the wind up, we have the air attack position, which is not important. Event listed, open parent event. So yeah, it's this. So for attack position should be triggering, but it's not. Huh. Actually, I can just change the attack range, now that I think about it. I am in here in the vent. Yes, I am. So I can kill this and just expand the variable, right? The attack range right here. I can change it to what's the size of the screen? I can set it to room width. That's how you write width, right? But it's from the range, so it could be from the center of the bird to the center of the player. That's it. Yes, it is indeed from the center of the bird to the center of the player. Oh, you see, it's not an ant. It's an or. So here, this is an or. So if either vertically or horizontally the gap is in between, it will trigger the attack. So as long as it's aligned vertically or horizontally, it will try to attack. It's not both, it's just either one. How? It was actually one of the longer ones. Yes. I believe only Ricardo has gotten the special how. I could like make it a little bit more generous by setting this to unequals. Yeah. So let's see. And you, oh, now he's attacking. Yeah. Now he's actually trying to attack. But now he's stuck. Huh. Why are you stuck? Oh, wait. It's because the collision box is changing. Okay. Here. This thing right here is causing the issue. So I could like actually why is this going to the slime? The fuck? Let's write the score. Sigo Aido down. That's probably why it got stuck. Okay? Aren't you trying to come to me? Come on. If we align, you should try to attack. Nice! Oh, he's trying to get to me, but he's still like hitting the edge there. Huh. Interesting. Maybe I should change the location of the center of the... how the center of the enemy is calculated. Huh. You can see how the pathfinding works here. Quite nicely. Oh, it's a very nice demonstration of the pathfinding. That's where it breaks. Yeah. For some reason it's like not going up enough. Huh. To avoid the hit right there. Yeah, it's more like the start of the pathfinding is like a little bit weird. Hold on. Let me turn off this right here. So I can actually see the starting arrows. It's like getting stuck by 1 pixel, yeah. It's based on a 16 radius circle of a collision mask for the pathfinding. Oh, now it didn't get stuck. Well, it kinda works, it kinda doesn't. Sometimes it just like gets stuck like there. But it's now attacking like more cleanly, I would say, even though I kinda get stuck. Like right there. Now it's not getting stuck. In some cases, my functioning like does well. In some others, like is completely nonsense. Ah. There we go, another bug. We have another issue. It will probably hit me if I walk too close to it. Yeah, but just once. So the pathfinding is like almost there. It's almost like working, but it's not perfect. Sadly. Hmm. Hmm. I just thought that very different, very amusing way of using this pathfinding. Huh. Hmm. Hmm. I kind of want to do it, but maybe I will leave it for a new enemy. Huh. Okay, I think this is working kind of well. Fun enough. There is just the issue with the attack getting stuck, which is not something I like. Currently, I'm using this script for movement. That is something that I made, basically. Maybe I should remove this for the one that comes with GameMaker. So I will be using basically this one right here. This moving right here. Here a moment, I'm using walk speed and horizontal speed to actually handle things. Horizontal speed is defined here. And the movement is 4. Huh. And then that's multiplied by 2. Oh no, that's just for the attack. Here is just multiplied by the walk speed, which I think is kind of unnecessary. So how about I simply set it here? Let's see. So this is the algorithm for movement, right? So I don't need this. I can replace this with this one over here completely. Just this one is just marking the direction. The movement is going to be set by movement speed because we are attacking that will multiply by 2. This movement speed, if I recall correctly, it was 1 here. I can set this to 2. to make it slightly faster and match the speed we were using on the attack. I don't need this. This is after the attack, so I will set this like that. Movement obstacle list, that's what we can crash into. This is the direction, horizontal and vertical. I can just set it here. Horizontal and vertical. Walk speed, I can just move it, change it to move speed. That's time 2, that's time 1. And in theory should work. And if we hit anything, we will do this. We will just simply change the state. And that would be done by changing the state to idle, I think would be the best idea. And I don't need the return. Okay. Got it. So now let's see. Come on. Come here. Oh wow, that's very fast. Maybe I should change the movement speed and set it to... Oh wow, it's getting interrupted. Huh. Interesting. Maybe it was colliding with something, maybe? Oh, it is colliding with something. Oh! So basically the size of the attack is, the collider of the attack is too big. Okay, okay. So I need to set it to this. Maybe. 823, okay. So let's go to the attack animation. Yeah, this one is slightly bigger. Yes. And the bottom is slightly too big also. Should I just set it to what we have over here? Like this? Should I just keep it the same? But it would mean that would be easier if I just don't change the mask, the collision mask, instead of changing it for the attack. Come here, come on. Ah, really? Are you getting stuck? Oh, the movement's still very fast. Hello? After attack, it shouldn't go to idle, it should go to hunting again. But I need to add like a delay for the hunting, I suppose. It's moving quite cleanly. The only issue is that it's not staying on hunting. Also, I need to check that we have a clean shot. Yeah. The issue is that the way I'm setting the attack, you see, I'm using the collision box of the sprite to set what is the attack area of the sprite. You see, this is like obnoxiously like complex attack function, but you see. First, I grab all this information: the damage, the position of the attack, the type, the knockback, what can interrupt the attack, what if we have iframes enabled or not, and then I check I create a list of objects I have hit or not. I also initialize variables in case they are there or not. I add myself into the hit list so I cannot hit myself. And then I do a collision check against a list of objects that can be hit that is right here. Right? Every object that can be hit is here. And that gives us the hit list for that. Then I check if I was interrupted or not by checking this interrupt list, which is also specified over here. The objects can interrupt you. Then over here in the attack, I create another list specifically to check for that interrupt list, right? Then we check if we hit something. If we hit something, we go down the array of whatever we hit, and each value we check if we already hit or not. If we already hit it, we skip that one. If not, we add it to the list. Then we check if the whatever we hit is defending, and if it's a successful parry. If it's a successful parry, then we check if the object is a projectile. If it's a projectile, then we apply a knockback and we bounce the object back, right? If it's not a projectile, then we check the ID of the attacker, check if he has invisibility frames. If it does, we don't do damage. If it doesn't, we trigger the UI for the player specifically and add the iframes. If it's blocking, we need to check if he's blocking the correct direction, if he's dead or alive, and finally we apply damage and the knockback. Then we clean all the lists we created, and we check in, we return if we were interrupted or not. Invisibility? No, invincibility. It's the iframes, basically. And yes, this code is incredibly old. I made this like at the start of the project. So this is half of this is nonsensical. And this code uses the collision mask of the sprite as an attack hitbox. So this is a monster code that shouldn't be like this. I need to rework the attack thingy. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, that's why I was modifying the collision box of the enemies during the attack, which of course is causing all kind of issues. We want this to go into hunting. You should see your monster code. Well, I got them better with the years, but yeah, my code can be quite spaghetti code. I need to lower the movement speed. That's nonsensically fast. It's good that the attack has a fairly slow wind up. It makes it hard for the thing to actually hit you. Oh, did we just skip like the wind up phase and went straight for the attack? It's working really nice right here. As long as there's no obstacles, this bird is like, whoa, attacking really well. Wait, can it do damage at all? It cannot. Lovely. Ah. So the attack thing here is not like detecting a hit at all. Ain't that just lovely? Let's see. Movement speed I will go down to 1 because that's nonsensically fast. And I suppose I will increase this here. How about I said, actually let me put it over here. Let's call this charge speed. And I will call this 4. So I will change this here. Just to make that work. And let me clean this code because it's becoming a little bit of a monster. Bar ATK X equals to this. Bar ATK Y equals to this. Right. So we said attack X, attack Y. There we go. So that's more clean to watch. That was clean to read, excuse me. This has an extra space there. So what's happening here? Suddenly it's not hitting the player. Is it because I changed the collision mask? Should I like... I could maybe modify this to make it more clean. No, I also need to put the charge speed over here. Let's test it out. Why are you not detecting the collision? Come on. Come here, come on. I stuck. Lovely. Oh, you can tell where the pathfinding breaks. Huh. Huh. So it's actually pointing down there, but maybe because the distance is not close enough. Oh, wait, I think I can fix that. Hold on. Movement? When do I change the position? Absolute distance? Base target going up? No, that's a different thing. And grabbing the wall position, converting those on vector 2. Then I grab that and convert it into a grid. From there I grab the tile. Huh. Okay, so let's see. The issue here is that the grid position and the wall position are like not quite well aligned. So what is this doing exactly? Huh. This is rounding after the division. Is it rounding up? Hold on, what is happening here? Let me see. What are you doing exactly? Is it not on the book? Hold on. Okay, let's see what is happening here. So we have an X of 32. 72 there. And then we divide that. And we get a position of 49 and 9 in the thing. Okay, that's just fine. Let's continue. Then on the next iteration, now we have a percentile. So 36. That gives us 37, almost 38, and that's 34. Oh, we don't have the roundup here. Maybe I should like fix that. Hold on. I can just grab this round and put it over here. so I can see what's happening. It's like your game was better? Really? You're doing like a roguelike MOBA style dragon Diablo like with constellations and oddly named skills? I forgot to use the book mod. Come here. Okay, let's see what's happening. Okay, these are like a set value. Okay. Next iteration. And this is 45, 36, and 317 to 43 and 38. Those are very close. Huh. Should I change it? Hold on. Let me check what functions I have available here. Manual. Let's see. Number functions. We have random run frag. What is frag? Factorial part of n. Okay, so basically the module. App sign floor seal. Maybe I should use seal instead. So how about I change this for seal? Maybe that will make it so it clears the corners. It does not. It actually makes it so it gets stuck quite easily. No, round is the best option, I believe. So how is getting stuck there? Maybe I could set an offset. Actually, hold on. We have the option to set an offset. The offset is let me check the manual again. But they don't say what the value is. Okay, let me experiment. How about if I set this to 8 pixels? Actually. So one block. Huh? Your eyes are so much better now than the first streams. They were bugging one good screen. Yeah. That's because I sometimes wear glasses. So the tracking was not like very good. But since then there has been quite a lot of updates to the tracking software that I use. Yes. Also, I got a lot of advice from other people on how to set it up correctly. I need to make it so we only attack if we have a clear shot to the enemy. Do we it does do damage. Maybe it's because the collision box is a little bit too small. Or it's maybe because I never cleared the... Already hit this. Is that the issue? Wait. Maybe it's because I'm overwriting this. Hold on. Is that the issue? Hold on. Macro collision block size 8. Okay, let's check. Can you hit me? That hit me. Okay. That didn't hit me. Now that hit me. That hit me. Well, it kinda died. Avatar tracking technology is getting better? Yes, indeed it is. Actually, the one I'm using is not like the best I could get. I can actually get a little bit of an improvement without actually going to the typical like space helmet with cameras and dots in my face. I can go one step up, yes, still. Can you hit me? He hit me, okay. That hit me, okay. That didn't hit me. That did. Maybe my collision box is the one that is way too small. That could be it. Maybe... Maybe I should like... make a... collision box for the enemy instead of using the actual avatar. Well, right now it's working correctly, even though sometimes it kinda looks like it should have hit you and it doesn't. Also, I need to fix that. The enemy kinda kamikazes onto you. Yeah. That's how I do it and make it that ugly as purple color. Have you not seen my dear wolf? Let me show you my wolf. It might crash because I cannot tested the other enemies, but let me show you my wolf. Oh. Ah, shit. Right here, and I just need to do this little puzzle real quick. Hold on. Push that over there, push that over here, push this over here and down, up and right, and you go straight to the right. Ah. Oh, I forgot I already killed it. Damn it. Oh, wait. Is it a wolf alive, but it's not showing? Oh, it's not showing! Oh, wait. Hold on. Hold on. Why are you not showing? Wolf? Where is my wolf? There is my wolf. Oh, the character name is not set. Huh. That's weird. Hold on, let me go to my wolf again. There we go. That's my wolf. This is my little boss battle. It doesn't even have animation. Yeah. It does look like a lot is happening, but take into account nothing here is actually targeting you. And as long as you face this guy directly, it won't really attack you. It will only attack you if you turn your back on it. So you can actually like hold your ground quite nicely. As long as you don't turn your back. Also, the rush is very powerful. It's a very like hard tackle. Yeah. Also, just so you're aware, one of the things I do whenever I make a boss battle or what to call it, a sub-boss, is that when I'm making the boss fight, I let the people who are at in my stream at the time choose what would be the death animation? When you kill it, how it will die, right? So my community chose that when this wolf dies, it will be stabbed by the spikes that shot up from the ground, right? And it will explode in a bath of blood. Ow, 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 ow. That's a bit of pity. Hold on. Give me a moment. I will show you. I will randomly let my community decide the attack of enemies or what the enemy will be or how they die. So this guy right here, let me hit it a few times. Ow. Those spikes that shoot up are the ones that will be in the dead animation. I just need to... There we go. There is a giant hole, the spikes, and then... There you go. That's the dead animation. Yeah. It's extremely bloody, yes. And the funny thing is that they also chose the animation for the other boss that I have. Let me see if I can get to it. It's over here on the... Right here. I need to get rid of these guys. This guy doesn't have an animation for drawing, so I need to make that one too. Dying, yes. Hold on, I need to go over here. Open this. We go over here to the left. This guy also needs to get some animations. Maybe I should have turned off the showing of the pathfinding. Okay, so this is the boss, right? It will roll. It's a kraken in a barrel. It will shoot ink at you. You can actually shoot it back. If you parry in the right moment. The parry is a bit bugged. It shouldn't be that hard to parry, but there you go. Right? So it will shoot 3 times and then we'll do a charge. If you get hit, it will be very... It will have a very big knockback. This doesn't have the animation of the hit, which is a bit of an issue. Let me just kill it. It will fall off the barrel, a seagull comes and steals the body. And that's the death animation. Because my community is a bit funny. Yeah. Let me see if I can get some health. This is where you are supposed to get the bombs. So we go back over here, and you can see there is a locked door right here. We can go back all the way over. Oh, I fell. Whoops. I can place a bomb right there. I need to deactivate the pathfinding debug mode. So I grab the key. We go back. And let's go to the boss. I believe it's either this one. Yeah, this one. Right here. The pathfinding is so much smoother now, which is quite nice. And here I can go straight up. And then left. I can break these boxes to show the wall. Can go in here. And then I just need to get rid of the enemies, which apparently are working surprisingly well. Ow. Maybe I should add like a cooldown between pathfinding checks, because it's a little bit heavy when they cannot find a valid pathfind. There we go. I'm fine. I was just struggling. So we grab the boss key from there. I need an animation for when you grab the boss key. So we go through here to the other side. Ignore the bugged out like background. I will fix that eventually. So we go to the boss room. And this is the boss. You need to blow a hole on her defenses or parry the shots. She's been very aggressive. Every time you hurt her, she will try to do a charge. Yeah. And she can knock back the bombs also. Ow. Come on. Wait. There we go. And that's the boss fight. for the ship. I also created this little shortcut. You have no idea what your revision is doing to me? Yeah. Yes. I get it. And wow. You can actually jump down to your death. That is if you don't have enough health. But you can skip floors of the dungeon by jumping down a hole. The fact that it's showing the game over screen, that's a bug. That shouldn't be happening. You can use objects to kill the enemies also. Just hit them into the correct direction. And you can use objects to kill the enemies, like rocks and that kind of stuff. Like I go bah, to kill them. Of course, the enemies can do it too. So be careful. Well, they are supposed to be able. Also, there is a bug where if an enemy knocks back an object and they for some reason overlap with the object will hit the slime instead of shooting off. Yeah. I forgot this is stuck. But yeah, that's what I have. Also, I have a boss for this dungeon right here. Do I have the key? I don't have the key. Hold on. Let me just give myself the key. And drops plus key. There we go. And then we go grab the key. And we go up to the boss fight. And this is the boss fight. It looks very calm at first, right? But then suddenly turns. And at first it's very like easygoing, right? But eventually it starts like get a bit claustrophobic, right? To go through them, you just need to burn the turns. And I made it so it does a little chain reaction. And you can attack the boss. And it will try to defend itself. The turns then will dry up. And you can burn them to get to the boss. The more damage you do to the boss, the more things will start happening. Ah, it crashed. Whoops. Whoops. It crashed because he's trying to use the pathfinding that I made before. Yeah. It will eventually get a bit chaotic the more damage you do. But yeah. Let me remove this. But yeah, that's the idea. That's the idea. So the signal is working correctly. The only issue I have is that it's not checking if we have a clear shot. So how do I check if we have a clear shot? Hmm. Yes, the heat effects are something I need to implement. It already is working for the wolf, right? So I need to simply expand that to the rest of the bosses. Yeah. That's a detail that I really need to work on. Yes. So I was trying to check line of sight before trying to attack. So that would mean on moving, when I check attack condition right here, I need to also check line of sight. That will make a function. Has line of sight. My functions are usually not abbreviated. Yeah, I went for the big heart because it was like more visible, right? But later on I regretted that. Yes, you are indeed correct. That's something I need to fix also. Okay, so check line of sight. I will simply go from where I am to where the player is. So I will check the direction. Yeah, there is quite a bit of content. Actually, I didn't show you much. Do you want to see actually how much content I have? Let me go to my little stuff here. So we have not that. Where is it? Right here. There it is. We have it. Hold on. This right here. Showing this. Oh, why is it not showing? Oh, it's set to something different. There we go. This is the overworld of my game. The overworld map. This area right here is not updated. This is where the ship is. So this map is not really up to date, but you can see kind of the size of the world. This is just the surface. Then you have the dungeons. I can show you this one right here. This is the dungeon for the ship. Then we have the dungeon for the forest. it didn't open. Hold on. There we go. This is the dungeon. The actual size of the dungeon. Also, it's a bit of out of date, but yeah. Actually, I'm like maybe 20% if I'm very like generous. Because I still need to do the tile sets. I need to do the proper animations for the enemies. I need to make the ground, the decorations. I need to make the music, the sound effects. I need to do the options menu. And mind you, this is 2 dungeons of 9 that are in the base game, plus a bunch of secret dungeons. Yes. Yeah. You can see me my little design of the wolf fight. Actually, you can even see the actual design of the dungeon right here. This is my design of the dungeon. You can see the answers for the puzzles and everything, where the keys are, the holes, and the place where you fall when you go into the holes, where the stairs are. We have the sub-boss and the actual boss. My design for the boss fight. The attack pattern. My nightmarish puzzle in the middle that is like nonsensically difficult, where even I have difficulty actually solving this puzzle, even though I made it. Yeah, so it's 9 dungeons where I almost have 2, right? And this is the overworld. Yeah. That's what I have. Plus a bit of secret content I want to save for the release of the game. Yes. It's not that I forgot how it works. It's that, let's just say, it's so complex that sometimes I forget how to solve it. Is it on Steam? Not yet. I want to complete the second dungeon, the one I'm working currently, to make a demo, and then I will upload it on Steam. But you can play the prototype. No guarantee it won't have any bugs, right? But you can actually download the game on my Patreon. It's free, you don't need to subscribe or anything. The prototypes are free. No guarantee they will work correctly, but you can play it if you are willing. So you can actually see from each version to each version how it fares, what things change, and what I modify. Yeah. Okay, so where was I? All right, line of sight. I want to do line of sight. I can close this. Line of sight, line of sight. Line of sight, that would be while moving here, we have line of sight. Okay. So, depending on the distance for player to the objects, we will do this. If the distance on X is under distance on Y, that means we're aligned horizontally. So I'm going to do a little for. Bar I equals to my position. While X is less. Wait, I need to know the direction of the player. Hold on. So I need to go towards the player, right? So I can set that difference bar diff on X will be this. And I need to set it for Y also. On Y, that's the difference on X, and we have the difference on Y. If we're bar horizontal is going to be false. If X is less than Y, that means we are moving horizontally. So I will say if horizontal. I'm trying to keep the code clean.
Hola,
Hola Spy, bienvenido. Bienvenido, bienvenido. If our distance on X, if is below 0. Estoy bien, ¿cómo estás? ¿Tú, Spy? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? I suppose I can just make a direction here. What am I doing? Var beer equals to beer dot none. If it's under 0, that means X. If I'm here and we get a negative, that means the player is to my right. If not, the player is to my left. There we go. ¿Conspiranoico? ¿Qué significa eso? ¿Significa que estás constipado? O que estás conspirando. O que estás paranoico mientras estás constipado. O estás pensando en teorías de conspiración de forma hispánica. Estás conspirando contra iconos. Conspiranoico. ¿Lo cuarto? No recuerdo cuál es el cuarto. Your Spanish class in high school and helping? Well, that's fine, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Basically, in my stream, if you type on chat on a specific language, I will try to answer in that language if I can. Yes. If the difference in why, that would mean that the guy would be up and the other will be down. Okay, so I determine where the player is. Actually, what am I doing? Don't I have a function that does this? You barely speak one language. Get direction of. Attack position, unknown, zero, prefix, doors, right, dungeon, log, map, get player direction. I do have a get player direction. So I can just skip all this nonsense and just actually use the functions I created before instead of redoing it all over again like a fool. Que me hicieron unos streams atrás. La verdad no lo recuerdo. ¿En Spy? Perdón, pero no lo recuerdo. La verdad. Let me check this. What does this do again? Get direction of plane, attack object undefined, and... Huh? What do you mean attack object? Okay, oh, this is a different create player. Do I not have an actual get direction of player function? What the hell? Hold on. Let me create it then. Let's see. Utils. Where is my utils library? Okay. So let's make the get direction of player. I'm trying to see if I don't already made it. Apparently not. So let's see. Function get player direction, and I will be using the get here off, and we have a start according to this. I'm using start event on X, start event on Y. Then I check in the absolute and return in target direction. Okay. let's see. So for that, I need a bar start, and that would be new vector 2 with my x and my y. Right, and I will need the player position. That I actually don't need to bother too much with that, so I can set start and object player. It's a simple stat, and I just say bar on the scroller equals this, and then we just return the direction. Right, because this returns a direction, right? It does, okay. Buenas noches, Joshua. Rest well, sleep well. Buenas noches, que descanses. Rest well, rest well. You can try collision line list on the rectangle version to use length there to rotate it to fit your call size. That's actually interesting. Let me check. Collision line list. Collision line list. Let me check the documentation for this. Function the same collision line function and instead of detecting the instance of Talmud collision and time equal detect multiplaces Talmud supply position detect and log the object. Oh, so it does several detections. Collision line might be more useful actually, because I don't really need to check to know exactly what I'm hitting against. I just need to know I'm hitting something. Okay. That's actually really useful. Thank you. Let me check. What? Let's see. We go back to the code over here. So to know where we are casting this. Actually, I don't need it, do I? Hold on. And the code you put there is the skill collision list object player x and y. Solid true collision false if the x has collision must we hit a wall. Yeah, that would work actually. Yes. Pues Spy, si ella no te está... Si no busca interactuar contigo, yo diría que no hay problema. Pero si ella te está molestando o no tiene razón de estar donde la encuentras, o sea, no está entrando al banco, no está haciendo algo en el salón, entonces podría ser una situación de stalking que te esté siguiendo, pero De otra forma podría simple ser casualidad. Yeah. Okay, let's check it out. So the starting point of the line would be or x and or y. The x and y would be of the object layer. Right, on x and object layer on y. And this would be the collision mask, and that would be what was my obstacle list? I can use that directly right here. What was break? What are check based on a precise collision? We don't need that. So we can just set this to false, and we don't care about this, so false. And then I can just make it a condition here. If all this is correct and we have line of sight, then we attack. Like that. That should be working. Pues la verdad, a menos de que suceda mucho spy, o sea, varias veces por semana, que te la topas donde ella no tiene razón de estar ahí, realmente es difícil saber si te está siguiendo o no. Yeah. Okay, now let's check the line of sight. So, it crashed. Check for any object parent on an object X. Huh? Oh wow, okay, I see. I don't know how the fuck I do that, but apparently I ate a underscore. I don't know how that happened, but apparently I did. Actually, I'm not returning anything. You are quite correct. You are indeed correct. This returns a boolean, right? Let me double check. Yes, it does return a boolean. It doesn't return a boolean. Well, I can use it as a true T statement, I suppose. It returns an ID. That should do the trick. Just make it compared to 0. Now, if I make it equals to 0, it will fail on the fact that I believe most of the false statements in GameMaker are negative numbers. So It won't return a 0, it will return a like -4 or something. Yeah. And because the return is a ID, right? It will be, all IDs are positive in GameMaker. So if it's a positive number, that means we hit something. Oh wow. Well, it had land outside. That's indeed true. But we have the issue that we had before. Huh. I really need to make like a cooldown for the search of the pathfinding. Let me add a cooldown to that because that's a bit annoying. Let's see. I need to go to the hunting. Hunting? Where is it? This is the wandering. Hunting right here. That's for the alerts. So if we hit something while moving is where we want the thing to not trigger immediately. So I could set it to F rate equals to 0 right here and go to the hunting and set this F rate plus, and if our F rate is less than 60, to wait a second before we try to do the pathfinding again. And then we set F rate to 0. That way we wait at least 60 frames before we actually try to do a pathfinding. That should like make it easier on the game engine. It's not clearing the damn thing. Damn it. Why is this not working? It should be going to wind down right here. Maybe I should set it like when we trigger the hunting, we clear the list. Would that make it like more clean? Maybe. Maybe it's because the animation is not ending. Okay, from attack, where we can go exactly? We can go to hunting. No, that's moving. Where is the attack? Oh wait, that's on the actual enemy, right? Over here. So we can go from here to interrupt it. Or hunting. Okay, so that means over here on hunting, I will set this to clean and uninterrupted. Throw interrupted right here. I need to set the clear of the list. Okay, now if I go over here, it got stuck. Lovely. I need to figure out how to fix that. Come here. So that is triggering when we align. Oh, shit. I exit the room. Now it's not attacking when we align if there is an obstacle in between. But it does attack when there is not. So there it didn't trigger, but there it does. Yeah, that's way better, actually. It's still a little bit like not working correctly, sadly. Like right there. You can see it's trying to do the pathfinding, but not quite doing it correctly. Yeah. I still need to figure out that. Let's see. That's an issue with the movement. So it should be here. So, okay. I'm grabbing my position in the world, right? Then I grab the grid position, the tile. Is updating the pathfinding more often than 60 steps? Yes, it kinda is, huh? Maybe it's because it's... No, I shouldn't be doing that. Hold on. You make a good point. So F-rate should not be triggering. This is the only way to get to the pathfinding, so this should not be happening. Let me fix this over here first. Basically, our rounding is actually pushing us in a specific direction, right? How about if I make a correction? So let's say if or a difference in x between the tile. So here we have the tile, right? I can make a bar, a tile wall position. And I will simply say to world position, and I pass the tile. It will give me the position of the tile, and I will say bar difference in X is going to be the my position minus the tile position, while position in X. I will do the same for the Y. Right? If there is a difference here, I want to add it to the... oh, wait. To the movements. So I will like do the difference plus this, right? So it actually kind of pushes me on the direction of the tile where I want to be. Right? That way it's harder for it to get stuck on around the corners. In theory. That didn't go the way I thought it would. Ah. What if I do it like this? This, we check the difference right there, right? But the direction we're going to move is going to be determined if this is under 0 or over 0. So I set this to 0, and then I say, is this true? And then I will say, if it's true that is under 0, then I will just say -1, else I will say 1, like that. And that should fix it, in theory. I heard that sometimes I blame GMS. Close it and reopen it. I think it's too much ass. What I do when I get frustrated, I nuke the cache. Because of course it has to be the cache. Ah, I'm still getting stuck. Now it's not even moving. The fuck? What? What the hell? Let me undo all this. We can leave this problem to future Mew. Let's just remove all this nonsense. Ah. Oh, it's already time. Ah,
Time alert.
time alert.
Element of surprise!
That actually surprised me. It's time. It's already 10 p.m. for me, so I need to go have dinner. We will continue this on Tuesday.
That was definitely
Yes.
a surprise for my ears.
Also, hello, Glass. You arrived like the hero at the last second.
Holla Hey rabbit smile. I'm tired.
Hello. Yes, this is actually around the time I end. I end at 10 p.m. Yes.
Noise.
¿Qué le pasó
Time
al chat?
alert. That was definitely a surprise for my ears.
El chat se ve así porque a alguien se le ocurrió proponer que pusiera el font en Windings. Yeah. It looks like that because I believe 2 or 3 days ago I was fooling around with the font, with the size of the font, that is, and someone proposed we put it on Windings. So Windings, and it kind of looks really cool, so I just kept it. Yeah. I like how it looks. Yeah. Actually, I'm planning to make a little command for the stream where you can change the font of the chat. Yes. I'm planning to make it. Yeah. Because it's funny. Yes. Oh wow, it actually gets transformed into emojis, huh? I really like how it looks. Maybe I will make my own font and set it as the default. Yeah. Because it's funny. Okay. I will stop here. I need to go grab something to eat. Thank you so much for coming to the stream today. We will continue this on Tuesday. Yes. Good night. Buenas noches. Gracias por venir al directo. Thank you so much for coming to the stream. Good night, rest. Well, newish? What do you mean newish? I cannot even imagine what that would look like. Newish? Wow. Had your typing language Newish? That would be weird in more ways than one. I don't even know what would I use for the letters. Well, okay, let's end it here. I need to eat. Good night. Gracias por venir. Buenas noches. Thank you for coming. Rest well. Good night. Good night. Good night. Sleep well. Night night. Goodbye. Adios. Bye bye. And bye bye. Bye bye. Bye.
Hasta mañana.
Pato apretón de manos. Bueno, decía lo anterior porque pienso que mis amigas le dijeron los lugares donde yo iba a ir. Ya me estaba esperando en el edificio de industrial adentro del salón en el curso de soldadura. _ Y otra que de la nada spawneó cuando iba a cambiar el cheque de mi beca en el banco. Aunque claro, eso último pienso que pudo ser casualidad.
You can try collision_line_list or the rectangle version and use length tier to rotate it to fit her col size. var_my_col_list equals ds_list_create collision_line_list x y obj_player.x obj_player.y obj_solid true my_col_list false if ds_list_size my_col_list greater than 0 / we hit a wall.
Igual tengo la duda, como luego mis amigas me andaban diciendo de que ya encontraron nueva novia Paz Pie Calavera, y bueno, eso ya me llega a incomodar un poco, y no paran una vez que les recuerdo el tema. Bueno, lo del banco igual iba para hacer alguna cosa transacción o no sé, así que supongo que sí es casualidad. Pero en el salón es salí donde no tenía ninguna cosa en particular por la cual estar, ya que ella va los miércoles y yo los jueves. Y bueno, solo llego para decirme que por qué me había cambiado de día en ir al curso, que acaso le caía mal o algo así, pero hablando con un tono como humorístico.
It returns the hashtag of hits. Also, you didn't return anything on no loss function, equals 0, has underscore any offsite equals 0. Oh, you turned it into a return bool, gotcha. That's smart. Getting closer, noise, or he's colliding with the wall, no? WE state this is updating the pathfinding more often than 60 steps.
¿Así la hora? Cara con el ceño fruncido y la boca abierta.
Left. I hear that. Sometimes I blame GMS and close it and reopen it if it gives too much sass. Yes, time alert. Parry. Damn it. Haha, I have no clue. Yeah, I'll leave my sassy code to future Mewtwo, to hair. Jesus. Lemao.
_xddd.
That was definitely a surprise for my ears. Tuesday, gotcha. I was wondering why this stream was still going.
_xd. ¿Qué le pasó al chat?
Why are we in Wingdings? WTF happened to the chat?
AXD.
Her true native language. It's mine and Ricardo's fault. Lol. Damn you, I didn't know you spoke Gasta, Lemao.
Raijun, mano levantada, estatua Moai, dorso de mano con dedo índice hacia la derecha, planta joven. Salió raro ese mensaje. Halkstхald.
Lol. She really said, Aquarius emoji, Scorpius emoji, Cancer emoji, Pisces emoji, Libra emoji, Aquarius emoji, Pisces emoji.
XDDDD.
Oh, I would love to type in Mewish. Good night, THX for the stream. Good night everyone.
Están potentes las clases de Wingdings con Mew menor que
Mewish XD.
XD.
I call your typing language Mewish.
A Spy le cayó un grullo a un lado.
Naya tilde.
Grillo.
GLNNN. All right, ye night all.
Cara sonriente. Se viene Lore en el TTS Khaskda.
GN. Good night. Buenas noches. Que descansen. Rest well. Bye bye.
Hasta el jueves. Cara sonriente.
Croissant emoji, rice cracker emoji, banana emoji.
Estamos a domingo. _xd.
Sun emoji, black star emoji, crescent moon emoji.
Abeja.